Okay guys, we have four types of slope. Let's start by the first kind, which is the positive slope. Then the second kind, we have negative slope. The third kind, guys, the zero slope. And the last, the fourth, guys, kind, the first type, which is, guys, of course, undefined slope. Let's continue, guys, the journey, guys, in this lesson. Let's start by the positive slope, which is, of course, let's say, from its meaning positive, so it is in increasing order. So the relationship, guys, is getting, of course, in increasing order. It's getting upward, guys. You can recognize it from, of course, if you start from left to right. From left to right, you can recognize that this line is getting, of course, in an increasing order. Then it is what? Positive. The same, guys, of course, look like the bank account if you are, let's say, gaining money. So this one, guys, of course, prove that you are, of course, in the positive position. Now let's continue with the second kind, which is negative, guys. A negative position, guys, must be in decreasing order. From left come in as well, from left to right, and the same as the bank account if you are losing money, guys. So we start with the third kind, which is the zero, guys, slope. The zero slope could be, of course, let's say, in positive, let's say, part, or the negative part, no problem. You know that the slope, guys, represented by rise over run, right or not? So here, guys, in this way, we have, of course, the run, but we don't have the rise. Here, the rise is not available, right or not? So it is here zero, guys. So zero over a number. The run could be, let's say, 2, could be 3, could be 4, no problem. So 0 over a number, of course, the answer will be command 0. So for this one, guys, the slope is 0. What about the fourth kind, which is undefined slope? Undefined slope, of course, is crossing the x-axis only, of course. Here, guys, also the rise over run, but in this case, there is no run here. There is no run, guys. So the run is 0. So number over, you know that number over 0, it will turn into undefined. And even you can notice, guys, if, let's say, the relationship, let's say, the equation crossing the y-axis, guys, the slope will be 0. Only crossing the y-axis, and of course will be 0. While if, let's say, the line crossing only the x-axis, of course, let's say vertically, guys, it is what must be undefined. So, guys, I will remind you, guys, of course, by a specific summary for this lesson, which is, of course, the slope intercept form, which is equal y equals mx plus b. And don't forget, come in also to identify the slope and the y-intercept as well. You can identify when we have the slope from the equation and the y-intercept as well. Plus, of course, to start the y-intercept and then use the slope. Of course, you start with the slope-intercept form to start the slope, of course, and then you do that. You use the slope just to graph the equation. Don't forget to connect the points, okay, guys? The arrows label the axis as well. And don't forget, of course, the four types of slopes, which is positive, negative, zero, and undefined. According positive and negative, according to the line. If it is in increasing or decreasing order, if it is in increasing, it's positive. If it is decreasing order, it is negative. The zero, of course, when we have, let's say, the relationship crossing only the y, and of course when it's vertically, guys, and crossing only the x, it is what? Undefined.